Welcome everybody and welcome to the 10th annual Do It in Durham event. We've got 45 amazing events this week. I know we're halfway through, but there's still lots to celebrate and to benefit from in the workshops and events out there. Do It in Durham, it was something that started Teresa Shaver, who is our CEO of BACD. It was a way to bring the brainchild of Teresa, which was amazing, but honestly could not have been done without the collaboration of all the amazing community members and sponsors and organizations that have partnered together to make it what it is today, which is something that we can all celebrate with almost 200, if not over 200 countries around the world. And it's Global Entrepreneurship Week. So that's what's happening this week. We are celebrating you, individuals who've taken that risk, who keep on going even despite all the craziness that's happening in the world. And I just want to take this moment to welcome each and every one of you. Wonderful to recognize the faces, but we really couldn't have done this without these amazing sponsors and collaboration partners. So I want to just recognize them, give everybody a shout out. We've got premier sponsors, the City of Oshawa, Invest Durham, the Ajax Advantage, BACD. Then we have partner sponsors, KX96 FM, our own local country, local regional radio station. We've got the FedDev of Canada. This particular one is for Southern Ontario, that particular branch. The town of Whitby. Our community sponsors, we have the Spark Center, your local RIC Center. If you're not familiar with Spark, if you're a technology-based business, they're an amazing go-to place. City of Pickering and Ontario Tech University, the brilliant Catalyst. Oh my goodness, I'm talking over my tongue. Okay, guys, I am going to put in the chat some hashtags, why I'm putting in the hashtags. Please let the world know, because they're all watching and listening at some point or another, that you're open for business and the Durham region is a thriving community in order to hire, start, grow, invest in a business. So think of the Durham region. And so that's what, look out for the chat. This is being recorded, which is wonderful. And thank you again to Randy and Google for allowing that. So if you haven't already subscribed, check out the Business Advisory Center Durham page. We have a YouTube channel and I'll put the link in again for those who've just joined us. Okay, Randy, it's over to you. Thank you for being here. Super. And take it away.
Thanks. So, okay, so what I'm going to ask is if you all could mute, that would be fabulous. So if you could mute, what I'm going to do is as I present, I will turn off my camera because I look at multiple screens. As you can see, I talk with my hands. My dog could walk in. So I don't want to distract anybody. And I want my information to really have full real estate on the page at the end. And sometimes I take questions throughout. I'll pop in and out with my camera. So what I'm going to do, because I don't use Zoom often, I'm going to start sharing my screen and make sure I am sharing the correct screen. So I believe that is it. Okay, can you guys see that screen okay? Let me pull this up here. Yep, okay.
Yes, we can.
1 second, I see that. Okay. And I want to pull that chat box out. Chat box is out, screen. Okay. And you guys across the top. Perfect. Just getting situated. All righty. So let me see where that video is. So what I'm going to do is, again, I'll turn off my camera as I'm presenting, but I'll pop it on and off as I go through this. The other thing is, again, as you have questions, put them into the question box. We also have a hashtag Grow with Google. So you walk away learning 1, 2, 3 things, use that hashtag. We actually look for it. Sometimes we like to highlight small businesses, thank you, to leadership that have attended the webinars and found the information, valuable. Obviously, I hope everybody walks away picking up 1, 2, 3, maybe more than that things. So let me turn off my camera and I'm going to get rolling. Let's turn off the camera. Hang on. You want to do that for me? Patrice, can you? There we go. Perfect. Great. Okay, guys. So let's roll into this. here's the thing, YouTube, I got a lot of information, short period of time. So you will be able to rewatch this. I can also share the slides with you if you'd like, Patrice. I'll send that over to you. But let's talk about YouTube. I'm coming to you, as Patrice said, from the US, from Baltimore. I'm outside of Baltimore. We moved here probably about 6 years ago from my husband's job. You're welcome to connect with me on LinkedIn, follow me on Twitter. I'm not very active on Twitter, but occasionally I'll put something out there. And for those that don't know what is Grow with Google, we partner with organizations like the SBDC, bringing education locally. And it's not just education on how to grow your business online using Google tools, but we also provide education on digital skills and using Google products and improving your digital skills, as well as searching for a job using Google. Lots of different type of education that we bring. Today, we're going to talk about YouTube. Now, how many of you put a yes, a no, a maybe, I'd like to, how many of you are using YouTube right now? So put it into either, give me a hands up, put a yes into the chat. Okay, every day, nice. Okay, have dabbled, no, okay, perfect. So it doesn't matter where you're at in your journey. I'm going to go over a lot of details. And the other thing is, you know, even if you already have a YouTube channel, maybe there's things that you didn't fill out when you started using YouTube. Maybe you didn't know that you should have filled out. The other thing I want you to remember is YouTube is a search engine. It's the second largest search engine in the world after Google. It is owned by Google as well. Now, YouTube, right? It is where people watch, they discover, and they engage. So when we talk about watching, many of you, when we mention the word video, you do think of YouTube. So YouTube is where people are watching. More than 2, and I've got numbers on the screen there. You guys can all see my screen, right? Okay. So more than 2 billion monthly users watch 1 billion hours of video per day. Those are big numbers. So it is where people are watching. People also discover by sheer volume. Again, YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world after Google. So you've got to get in that mindset that people watch, they discover, and then they engage on YouTube because it's a search engine. People are searching online how to use something, how to do something, how to learn something, how to, you know, buy something somewhere. So you've got to think about how your information, your business, how video and your business can match, can pair, how video can become part of your marketing strategy. And it's really important because you really want to start thinking about how you're going to incorporate, or if you already are you really engaging with those that you want to, that target audience that you want to engage with. So this is what I'm going to go through. I'm going to talk about YouTube, how to create a YouTube channel. I'll walk through those steps. And again, even if you're already on YouTube, still hang with me because maybe there's an area that you didn't fill out. Then we'll talk about adding videos, creating videos and adding them. And then I've got 2 slides on ads on YouTube. I'm not really going into it. Then I'll give you a recap, resources. If we have time, I might go into a YouTube channel just to show you some of the features that we talked about. It'll all depend on timing. So let's start with creating that YouTube channel. And remember, it's a business channel. It's not your personal channel. It's a business channel. First thing you've got to do is you go to youtube.com. You're going to sign into YouTube with your Google account. What's a Google account? Your Gmail account, your Workspace account. That's a Google account. Now, if you're just getting started, just like some other platforms, social platforms, it is easiest to do it from a laptop or your desktop instead of a mobile device. So you're going to sign in with your Google account. Then you're going to click create an account. So create your channel. So when you're on YouTube and you've signed in, here is, it's kind of shaded. If you click that profile picture of whatever your profile picture is with your Google account, you're going to get a drop down. If you haven't created a channel, which is what we're going to just assume most of you, even though some of you have, most of you haven't, we're going to click create a channel. When you click create a channel, you're going to have the ability to name your channel, which you can always change at a later date, upload a picture, and then check off and click create channel. Once you do that, you're getting to your channel. Now you'll notice it's like a blank slate here because there's nothing here. This is your channel, the public channel home screen. Once you start adding videos to your channel, this screen is going to enlarge. It's going to be filled out. There's nothing here yet because this is a brand new channel. But to edit the channel and make it your own so that you can get some of your branding in here and get started with your channel, you're going to hit customize channel. When you hit customize channel, that's going to take you over to the YouTube studio. That's where you're going to start updating your channel. And remember, we're talking about the channel here. We're not talking about individual videos. We're talking about your overall channel, which really you're going to fill out based on what your business is about, your products, your services, because your goal is to engage when people are searching online on YouTube for your products, for your services, for your business. And remember, there are times that people are going to find your channel first, and there are times people are going to find your videos first. So you want to think about the details that you're filling out. Now, to customize your channel, and notice here, one other thing I want to point out is on the left-hand side here, that's the navigation. And a lot of Google products, navigation is over on the left-hand side. So you've got the dashboard, you have content. Like if you've got a bunch of videos already added to your channel and you click content, that's going to take you to a list of all of your videos. Your playlist, which Patrice had mentioned before about playlists, which I'm going to talk about in a few slides, but it's ways to organize groups of common videos together. And then you've got analytics, how your channel's doing, how your individual videos might be doing, and then continue on. There's other tabs, but we're concerned with the customization tab. Now, once you're in that customization tab, which is where you're going to update the content that's going to appear on your public facing channel, there's actually 3 subsections. We've got layout, we have branding, and we have basic information. So starting with that first tab, layout, that first section, you've got 2 options that you'll notice here. You've got video spotlight. Under video spotlight, we have channel trailer, featured video. I encourage you to have both of those appearing. Here's what they are. First, I come to your YouTube channel and I haven't subscribed. If you have a channel trailer, which is kind of like a movie trailer, it's telling the visitor to your channel what your channel's all about, what you're going to show on your channel. That channel trailer, if I haven't subscribed to your channel, and I keep coming back to your channel multiple times, but I don't subscribe, I'm going to see that channel trailer every single time I come back. Well, now I decide to subscribe. So I click that subscribe button and now I'm subscribing. I leave your channel, I come back. First time I come back, I'm going to see the featured video. If I keep coming back, I'm not going to see that featured video anymore. So you've got 2 types of videos that can appear within your video spotlight. First is the channel trailer. Once that person subscribes, that visitor to your channel, that viewer to your channel, once they subscribe, they'll see for the first time they come back, they're going to see that featured video. Then as you, excuse me, scroll down that layout tab, you see featured sections. So what are sections? So sections allow you to organize what viewers see when they land on your channel homepage. So it could be your most popular videos. It could be different playlists. It could be recommended videos. You can actually have up to 12 sections on your homepage. You don't need to use 12. You could have 5 sections, 10 sections, but you only get up to 12. And again, it allows you to organize and promote certain content that you want to highlight on your channel by using the sections. You can move the sections around if you want, and you can always make adjustments to it. Maybe you only want to start with 3 sections. And then over time, as your channel is being built out, you want to add more sections. You can do that. The next tab is branding. And with this tab, you're going to add various branding elements that can help your channel give that unique feel, so that when your viewers come to your channel, they can see some of your information. So starting with the profile picture. Now, maybe when you created your channel, you uploaded a profile picture. Now you really don't like that profile picture, or maybe you've got a new logo, or maybe you want to highlight a particular product. So you can change that profile picture. One thing I want you to remember. Number one, use a clear picture, a good representation of your business. Because this is about the channel. Again, that profile picture is going to appear wherever on YouTube your channel is represented. So you make a comment on another channel, your profile picture is going to show. You reply to a comment, your profile picture is going to show. You add a video, your profile picture is going to show. So, and it will also show in user search results. So think about that profile picture that you want to use. And again, you can change it at any time, but it should represent your business and be a good, clear, clean picture. Then you can add a channel banner image. So that image appears across the top of your channel. Make sure when you're doing that, you don't put your logo or images all the way to the right or all the way to the left, because depending on the device or the size of the screen that the viewer is coming to your channel, sometimes it could get a little cut off. So it's always recommended to put your logo or photos more towards the center of your channel image or your banner image. And you'll notice here there are different sizes. There's the size of it. So it's, and you can look when you're signed in, but you want to make sure that you're using a good size as well. And there are different templates that are out there on the web. You could Google, YouTube banner image template, and you can find a template that you can use so that your sizing is good. And then if you scroll down a little bit more, and I don't have it on the screen here, but you can add a video watermark. So what is that? That's like, maybe you want to put your logo at the bottom of your video as it's playing. That would appear in the bottom right-hand corner as your video plays. Viewers can also use it to subscribe to your channel. And that's underneath that banner image. So the third tab, basic information. So this tab lets you edit your channel name. Maybe when you created it, you didn't spell your name correctly and you're just realizing, or maybe you didn't spell your name out quickly because you were just doing it real quick to create a channel. So you can always update your channel name. Just make sure it's a name that your customers, your clients, your future potential customers and clients can recognize. Then you've got the description underneath that. And remember, the description is important because this is a search engine. So use good keywords and phrases that really describe your business. It's a search engine. Fill it out as much as you can. Within the description, also, when you're adding, and I'll hold off on when I talk about adding images, but you can put a link. You can put hashtags in there as well if you want. Once you're finished all of that, you want to hit publish. Now, one other thing I want to point out, underneath the description, we've got the channel URL. So maybe you want to share your channel. So you can get the channel URL in the customization tab under basic information. Also, you can add additional links, like a link to your website, a link to social media channels, and you can add an email if you want people to be able to email with questions. All of that is under basic information. Now, here's a build out channel. It's a real channel, DIY creators. Notice his channel, his banner art, his image here. Notice how it's more in the center, right? Here's his profile picture is right here. You know what? I want to go full screen. I apologize. This should have been full screen. Surprised I didn't catch that. So here's his profile picture as well. Here's his channel name, DIY Creators. Notice the subscribe button is red. Somebody hasn't subscribed to the channel yet. Once somebody subscribes, that channel, that image will, that button will turn gray. And then you've got tabs up at top. We have the video spotlight right here. You've got the channel description right underneath, right to the right of that. And then if you were to scroll down, you would see sections. And this is how he's organizing his channel homepage. So he's got different sections. And again, you can add up to 12 different sections and you can organize them any way that you would like. Okay. So before I get into adding video and creating video, let me pop in. Let me pull the chat over. Okay, let me see. So Patrice, are you able to clear out some of these old comments in here? Like somebody said, you know, have a channel, don't have a channel. That would be great. Okay, so I'm not.
No, Randy, it just goes all. We just go all the way down. It doesn't clear.
I gotcha. I got you. Okay, you know. Okay, so I don't really have any questions. Okay, so guys, if you have a question, put it in. How do we find our own channel? Well, have you made a channel? That's the first thing. So if you haven't made a channel, then so sign into the Google account that you use to create that channel. When you're in your email, if you're in your email, there's a little grid up in the upper right-hand corner. If you hit that and there's a drop down, there should be a YouTube link. Click that YouTube, you should get to your channel. Oh, okay, you gave me a thumbs up. I guess you're Jill right there. Okay, super. All right. And again, if you're signed into the Google account that you use to create it, you can go to youtube.com, click your profile picture for your Google account. You'll get a drop down and you'll be able to go to your channel. Okay. I'm going to mention handles in a little bit, Malcolm. It's something new, but I'll mention it. All right. I'm going to turn off my camera. I'm not seeing any other questions. I'm going to keep on rolling. Let me get back. Okay, let's keep rolling. So we talked about creating that channel. You've created the channel. Now we want to talk about videos. So once the channel's created, you got to add some videos, right? So let's talk about creating videos and then we'll talk about adding the videos. Now, when you're creating videos, and here's something I want you guys to do. You all get questions, right? From your customers, potential customers. People email you, people visit your location, you meet people, they ask you questions about your business. Start keeping a list of those questions because that's how people search. So that's content, whether it's content you create and put onto your website or in your social platforms, or you create videos out of that because they're searching for that online. So when you're thinking about what kind of videos should I make? Number one, think of those questions, right? But also think about the story that you want to tell. Because this is the narrative of your business that you're creating online or narrative of particular products or services. So think about what's the process for your services? How does your product work, right? An unboxing video, introduce employees, introduce yourself. These are all different ways that you can create different types of videos, right? Different videos that you really could create. A how-to. I mean, I just did this same presentation about an hour and a half ago. I was talking with one of the partners that also was on there, and he was talking about a video he watched last night, which was probably the same video I watched last night because both of our batteries for our key fob on our car had died. I Googled my type of car. I said how to change the battery in my key fob, and up comes the video. He actually did the same thing too. So think of how-tos, if whoever's on, if they could mute, please. And the questions that your customers are asking you. Now, I also want you to think is, who's going to be the star of your videos? Now, I work with an appliance store in Delaware, in the state of Delaware. He has his general manager as the star of his videos because the owner is never really on the floor. He's in the back and he's got multiple showrooms, but his main showroom is where more of the videos or most of the videos that they produce. So he's got his general manager is the face of the business, the star. So you've got to think about these things and then think about what is the purpose of that particular video. Remember, you're talking about a video. You're not talking about your channel and your overall business. You've already done that when you created the channel, when you created your video spotlight. You've already talked about that. And in the description, this is about a particular product, a particular service that you want to highlight. So here's some story types. I'm just going to run through these rather quickly. They're tips, not hard and fast rules. So we've got business story, product or service story, promotional story. And I always get this question, how long should my videos be? Should they be 5 minutes, 10 minutes? Well, take a step back. Are you going to sit and watch a 5-minute video? I'm not. Most of your customers aren't. Unless it's something that they've signed up for, educational or tutorial that you've shared with them or class that they're paying for, but nobody's watching for 5 minutes how to change my car battery, right? It's short and sweet. Or how to use an appliance. It's short and sweet. Get to the point. So business story, recommended length, 30 to 60 seconds. Now, if you've got to create a 4-minute video to get your business story across, maybe you cut it into multiple videos. Don't create these long videos because you'll notice a drop off in your analytics, probably at least 60 seconds in, people are gone. So use it if you're doing a business story, use it to highlight like who you are, introduce your employees, what you do, why you do it. That's your business story. Then we've got product or service story, recommended length, 15 to 30 seconds. Explain the benefits of your products, how your products work, right? Talk about a particular product. And the thing I want you to remember is you're not on here to constantly be selling. If every video is a huge sales pitch, you're going to turn people off. They're not going to want to watch. That doesn't mean you can't have a call to action. Hey, Black Friday's starting, or take 20% off, mention the video, but it shouldn't be a continuous theme throughout your video. Now, that being said, you can create promotional videos. So, and I said Black Friday because I'm in the States. So, but holidays are coming up, right? So when you have holidays coming up, you can have promotional videos. There's nothing wrong with having something that is just for a certain time period that you're promoting. But again, it's okay to have call to actions in all of your videos. Don't make it the theme of every video because you're going to lose your audience. They're not going to want to subscribe and they're not going to want to watch. Okay. So we talked about business stories. We talk about, really creating your channel, who's going to star in your actual videos that you're going to create. And then here's some best practices I want to go through and some techniques. So best practice, number one, share a clear, concise message. Try and really make that strong impression first 5 to 15 seconds. Because if you can get them to stay on longer to watch, chances are they're going to continue to watch for a little bit longer. But you could easily lose them in the first 15 seconds if you don't share that strong impression. Also, as I mentioned, you can have a call to action, just don't make it throughout the whole video. And it's okay not to have a call to action in a video and make it just strictly educational. So here's some common production techniques, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are already familiar with this, but we've got 8 techniques, again, tips. They're not hard and fast rules, starting with selfie style, and we're all familiar with that, where you're on camera, you're talking to the camera. It is a great way to engage and build a relationship with your customers, with your clients, with your future customers. And here's the thing I want you to walk away with. Marketing is about building a relationship, right? People want to feel like they have a connection. They want to feel like they can trust you. And by showing yourself on screen, if you're comfortable, people sort of build that relationship. My appliance store, he said people walk in that have never bought from them before, and they're like, hey, we know you. We've watched your videos. So they feel like they've already got that connection. So selfie style, turn the camera, you're talking to your audience, and it's giving them a great way to connect with you. Now, you don't have to do it if you're not comfortable, but it is one way. Then you want to think about your backdrop. Now, my appliance store, maybe you've got a showroom. You don't care if people see what's going on in your showroom. You want them to see that it's packed. But maybe you're doing a video and you're in your office and you don't want them to see, right? There you go. You don't want them to see the mess in your office. So you could have a backdrop. Also, if you've got a particular product that you want to showcase, you can use that backdrop to showcase that particular product. And remember, backdrops to try and not have people be distracted while they're watching your video. And then we have voiceover. So maybe you're not comfortable on camera. A lot of people aren't. There's nothing wrong with it. So you could narrate your video with an off-screen voice if you want, so that you're not on the video, but maybe you're showcasing your product and you're talking over. Then we've got top down. Now, depending on the type of business you are or product that you want to display, a top down might be really good to showcase your product. And it's a great way to show a hands-on demo as well. And then we've got point and shoot. So maybe your video needs some action to it. I mean, the product you have, you can show action. So this technique is a great way to really bring the audience in, the viewer in, to see that product in action. And then we do have in action, which is great and really useful for products that are more interesting in action. So it's a great way to give viewers a better understanding of how your product works, looks, and operates. And then we've got told with text. So even if you're doing a voiceover, you can always turn on captioning so that it's told with text, or maybe you don't even want to speak on your video and you just would rather have the text go across. You can do that as well. And then we've got animation and motion graphics. So again, it all depends on the type of product or service that you're offering, but this way really works well with services and digital products like software, because you can use illustrations or motion graphics to showcase your products. Okay, so those are our techniques. And again, as you have questions, you can put them into the question box. I'll take them in a few. So when you're shooting your video, and I've already addressed some of this, but I want you to think about that space, that lighting, that sound. So space, again, I mentioned backdrop or display your logo, or you can have, you don't need a backdrop if there's not a ton of clutter. You just don't want people to be distracted from your message. And then lighting, face that light source so that the shadows don't overtake your video and people can see what you're talking about, as well as connect with you if you're on screen. And then we've got sound. Now, maybe you're soft-spoken. Now, for me, I don't need a mic because I'm pretty loud, but maybe you're soft-spoken. Use a mic if you are, as well as speak with confidence. It is extremely important. You know your product, you know your services better than anybody else. So speak with confidence about your products and services. Okay, and now we have music free. So if it's really weird, I've got some lines going through here. Is that, I wonder through, is that on my side? Okay.
It's not, I've had to block somebody that was sharing their screen, and sadly I can't remove that.
Okay. Okay. All right. Interesting. Never had that. Anyway, let's keep on going. So coming down on the left-hand side, you have audio library. So maybe, and I always hear from people, well, what music could I use or sound effects? So if you're in YouTube Studio, there's an audio library and there's some royalty-free music and sound effects that you can use in your video. And then let's talk about adding video. So I'm going to keep on rolling. Then we'll come back to questions as well. So adding videos to your channel. Now, once you've already created the channel, we're talking now about adding individual videos that you've shot. You're signed into your channel. In the upper right-hand corner, you'll hit the create button. You'll get a drop-down, upload videos or go live. Now, say you want to go live. You've never done it, but you want to go live. You do have to enable it 24 hours in advance the first time you use it. If you want to use it from a mobile device, you do have to have 1,000 subscribers as well. That's if you want to go live. To upload videos, you would click upload videos. You'll get this screen. You can either drag your video over or you can click select file and select the file. So now we get into, we've added the video, it's processing. While it's processing, you can start to add video details. So what are video details, right? Information about that particular video. And again, it's about that video, not about your entire business. So title, remember, you've created a video now of maybe one of the questions somebody has asked you. So that's what the title should be about. Think of the question, write that as the title, because remember, they're asking you that question. They're also searching on YouTube by that question. And then put your description in. You get 5,000 characters of information. This is content. A lot of times your video can be found over your channel. So this can help your video to be found. Then you've got thumbnails. So thumbnails, you'll get a choice. Once it's finished processing, you'll get a choice of 3 thumbnails that you can pick one of them. Or you can add your own graphic if you want to. And then as you're scrolling down, you'll see a bunch of other things that you should fill out. If you want to add this video to a playlist. So a playlist is groupings of similar videos. So my appliance store, maybe he's got a playlist for all of his dishwashers, a playlist for his refrigerators. Maybe he's got a playlist for Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero or refrigerators, he can actually have one video in 2 playlists if he wants as well. If you don't have playlists already created, you can actually create a playlist from this screen also. And the other thing is, if you've got videos that are already uploaded and you've got an existing channel, you can always go back and edit your channel and edit the video. You're not stuck to what you've put out there, and edit the description and add it to a playlist if you want. So maybe you've got videos that aren't part of a playlist. You can go back and add it to a playlist. And then as you scroll down, there's other things that you can fill out, the recording date, the location. You can choose the category. So whether it's, how to in blogs or people in blogs, how to home and garden, educational, comedy. I mean, there's a lot of different categories that you can choose. You can also choose whether or not you want people to be able to comment on your videos, or you want to hold the comments, or you can let people rate that video, give it a thumbs up if they like it or dislike it, thumbs down. So you can do all of those things all from this screen. Then you would click next. And from there, you're going to get video elements. So from elements, you can pick subtitles, end screen, cards. You can pick all of them. So subtitles, if you have a file, you can upload that file, or you can get them to automatically be created. but you've got to let it process, and it takes some time for those to automatically appear. If you want to add end screens, so end screens can be added to the last 5 to 20 seconds of a video. You can use them to promote other videos. You can encourage people to subscribe. There's a lot of things that you can do with end screens. You have to have a video that's at least 25 seconds long in order to add an end screen. If you add a subscribe button to the end screen, you do have to have at least 2 elements. So it also has to have a recommended video as well, and they appear on the screen. And if we have time and I go live, then I'll show you that. And you don't have to add them if you don't want. And then for cards, you ever see on a video, there's a little eye in the upper left-hand corner, and you put a cursor over, and another video title would appear. So you can do a title there, you can do a poll. So they just help to make your video a little bit more interactive as well. And again, you can use them both. You don't have to use any. I always recommend at least adding end screens as well, because somebody's watching your video, at the end, there's a subscribe button, as well as another recommended video. So it tries to keep that person watching it engaged. And then you've got video checks. So it's really, YouTube is checking for any copyright issues as well. No issues found, click next. And then who do you want to have access? So this is the area whether or not you want to just set it public, or you would rather have it unlisted, meaning you're sharing the link. Anybody who's got the link can watch it, meaning I could share a link with 5 of my friends. As long as they have the link, they can watch it. Or it's private, and I'm actually inviting certain people to watch that video. You can change it at any time. If you pick unlisted and private, that means that video is not going to appear when somebody is searching on YouTube. And here's the other thing. A lot of times, as people are getting started, they may say, well, I'm a little uncomfortable with that video, so I'd rather have it unlisted, get some feedback, and then maybe I'll set it live, meaning public, because it is live. It's just not public for anybody to see. And then we have schedule. So maybe you don't want it to automatically appear, so you can schedule it to appear when you're comfortable or when you want it to go out. Okay, next we've got, once that video is published, share it. Let everybody know it's out there. And the other thing is don't worry about repurposing. So maybe your video, you've already put it on your social platforms. Well, that's okay. You can still send it out in an email. You can still put it on your YouTube channel. You can still put it on your website. Nothing wrong, because here's the thing. There's like over 140 touch points people take online. You don't know where they're all going to be. So, and that's just Google I'm talking. So 140. So they could be all over the place. So it doesn't matter. Put that video in multiple places. There's nothing wrong with that. The other thing I want to point out, going back one, notice here on the right-hand side, this is your video here, and then you've got a video link. That link is the link that you can share with others as well. You can also get it when you're in the content tab also, but here's the link so you can copy it. If you just click over here where there's a little copy thing, you can copy it and then it's saved to your clipboard and you can share it. Okay. Shorts. So let's talk about shorts real quickly. So it's a video format. It's for up to 60 seconds long. They're shot with a smartphone in a vertical position. And basically, it's just another way to engage people online on YouTube. You can shoot it with your video. You'll notice as it's scrolling through this little loop of a video here, this is the YouTube app that it was shot with. Now, say you don't want to shoot it with the app and you still want to put that video, you know, shoot it with your phone, not with the app, maybe make some edits and then add it to your YouTube channel. You can do that as well. Put the hashtag shorts, short video in the title, as well as you can put it in the description. And what that does is allow YouTube's algorithm to notice that that's a short and try and recommend that for others to view. So that's short. Now I want to, while I'm talking about another thing that they just added, so handles. So handles are just like little names, short names that you're using that you can share so people can find your channel quickly without you having to share like the link to your channel. Okay, so let's talk about real quickly promoting with video ads. Again, I'm not doing a lot with this. I'd rather stay with the meat of it about, you know, utilizing YouTube, but you can advertise on YouTube if you want. Remember, lots and lots of people are watching YouTube. So you've got youtube.com/ads. You would go to that URL, and there's lots of information on YouTube ads. One thing I want to point out, formats for all different types of attention spans. So we've got from 6 seconds to 30 seconds or more, different types of ads. I'm not going to go through each type of ad, but some examples are bumper ads, non-skippable, in stream ads. And I'm sure if you guys have been on YouTube and you've watched videos, you know what some of these ads are, right? Outstream video ads, video discovery ads, in-stream ads. So there's a variety of different, I don't want to, you know, spend a lot of time on that. So definitely go over to youtube.com/ads and you can take a look, you know, for more information about ads if it's something that you're interested in. Okay, recap. What was our time? 3 o'clock or 3:15? 3:15.
3:15, correct.
Okay. So recap resources. First thing you want to do is create your channel. So create your personal channel. No, I'm sorry. Create your business channel, your branded channel. It's about your business. Don't put your business videos on your personal channel. Nobody wants to watch videos of your family while they're trying to engage with your business. So keep them separate. It's okay to have a personal channel, but have that business channel as well. Go ahead and remember, when you're creating your channel, I'm going to pop on now. When you're creating that channel, remember, you're talking about your business, your products, your services. So you're creating it about the business and what you're going to be providing on your channel for the viewers. Then go ahead, create and upload videos. And when you create those videos, remember, don't make it so long, short and sweet. I always say less is more. So, and it keeps people wanting to come back for more information. Again, you don't want to be overly salesy. Doesn't mean you can't have a call to action, but it's not about always selling. People want to learn and educate, feel like they've got a connection, and then they're okay to buy from you. And then here's a couple, I'm just going to send you over to our website, Grow with Google, tons of information on our site as well. Okay, so let me go back to my title slide. So let me take a couple questions. So premium version, though, doesn't really have anything to do with creating the content. So Malcolm, you had asked that. So that's just about what you're watching. Thank you. Good comments. Can you upload several videos but have them delayed and automatically published at certain times? Absolutely. So you can go ahead and schedule that. You can keep them public and schedule them. You can put them unlisted and schedule them. Absolutely, you can upload multiple videos at the same time. Remember, you got to do it one by one, but you'll upload it. You'll still have to fill in the video details. Once you finish that, while it's still processing, you can upload another. And remember that last screen of when you're when it's going through the processing section is you're going to decide whether or not to schedule it or not. If you don't want it, if you want it scheduled, then you just click there and you're going to choose the date and time you want it to go. How does the video go from the smartphone to this YouTube channel? Well, number one, you are signed in. Number one, you can shoot a video on your camera and pull it from your photos and upload it to YouTube at any time. If you're using the app, the YouTube app, you're shooting a picture, you're going to go to Shorts and just create that video as you're walking around with your phone using the app. And you're signed in, remember, you're signed into your YouTube account, your channel as well. Okay, so handles. So did I already address handles? I think I did.
You touched upon it,
Yeah.
but you didn't go into great detail.
There's not a lot of great detail to go into. So you're basically just either, using the @ sign and creating your name, and it could be the business name, the regular business name as it is. And I believe in this setup process, this is relatively new. They really just set it live. So I might not have an updated screenshot that I showed you, but I believe it's in the setup process when you're customizing your channel, that you're creating your channel, there'll be a section for a handle as well. Okay, so let me go live real quick in a channel. Which email address should we use to log into YouTube? Whatever email address you're comfortable with. Remember, nobody sees here's the thing, and people always say this to me, oh, I created a YouTube channel or my business profile or my Google, I'm using a Google product with my personal email address. Nobody sees it. Nobody sees that. So the thing is you want to make sure all of your products, you're using the same Google account. So I've got a lot of different email addresses. So maybe my work email address I use across a lot of products, but then I add my personal email address, Gmail address, as a user. So regardless of the email account that I'm in, I can access anything. Okay. How fast should you speak on a video? Not as fast as I do. So think of it. If you're real quick on your video, are you going to lose that viewer? So you want to just make sure you're taking a breath, and in between sentences, take a breath, let them absorb what you're saying. Now, you don't want like a 4-second break. I mean, count that out. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3. I mean, at that point, I'm hitting the back button and going to another video. So really slow it down, but enough. Don't slow it too much that you're losing people. If you're a fast talker, play around, create a couple videos and see how you're coming across as well. So what equipment should we invest in? You got a good smartphone, a good ring light. I mean, it really, it all depends. So there's so many different things out there. For me to, recommend one thing over another. What I always do when I look for something, I always say review of the top 10 products, or what's the best equipment to use to record video. But I'm using a ring light here. I've got a little cube light here. I face the light source. I'm going to knock something over. So it really depends on what your comfort level is. My appliance store has he's walking around the store showing his products. So brand account, I mean, that's the same. We're talking about a business account. Okay, so let me see if I can go live without disconnecting myself. Can you show the models and numbers of what did you want the models and numbers of? I don't have a ton of stuff. I mean, I shoot. Are you talking about what I use here? I mean, I don't even know what they're called. I've been doing webinars for probably about 15 years. So my mic is a Blue Yeti, but if you're going to walk around, you might not need a mic. So you have to, it really depends. Yeah, so you bought yours from Amazon. I go on and I look on Amazon for everything, right? Okay, so let me see if I can go live without, I'm not sure that I can. I want to stop. Let me just see something. Let's exit full screen. Okay. We only have a couple quick seconds. What I want to show you guys, and I always get asked this, is about the end screens. So that's the most important thing I want to show you guys. So I want you to watch this video, not the whole video. I'm giving you like a second or two. So notice when I play, can you see this screen? Okay, yeah. So you're going to notice up here in the left, and I think it's down here on the right, maybe, something pop up on the screen. This is called an end screen. See that pop up? You see that? Now, if I put my cursor over it and I haven't subscribed to the channel, it's going to say subscribe. It's a great way to engage people. This is an end screen. Now notice, you're going to notice another, see that pop up? That's recommending another video. That is adding an end screen to your videos. So here we are on layout, right? So here's the layout. These are all the different sections under layout. We've got branding. So as I mentioned, you've got the profile picture, you have the banner image, video watermark if you want to use that, and then basic information. Here's where the handle is. So if you want to use a handle, you're going to choose your unique handle by adding letters and numbers. See this learn more? If you click that, you go to Google support pages. That's what I always recommend. You know, a lot of people send me emails. I literally have to Google it to send you a link to our support pages. So just Google it, and you will get to the support pages as well. And you can view your channel at any time by being in here. Notice the create button. Here's the profile picture right up here. That's the Google account we're signed into. And then here's the dashboard. So coming down here, we're in YouTube, and I'm looking down, guys, because I'm using another, my laptop's down here. So notice we're in the dashboard. Coming down on that left side is the navigation. Here's the customization tab, so you can always get back when you're signed in. But what I always encourage people is really, you got to click around. You're not going to break it. You're not going to break YouTube. So you've got to click around and get your own comfort level. Don't try and master everything at once, because then we become, what is that saying? Does anybody know it? Yeah, you're like a master of none.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah, so you don't want to try and conquer everything. Get comfortable, move on to the next thing. Okay, so I think we are at, let me just pull up my slide. Yeah, at the end. Let me just see if I've so let me just answer one or two questions. I recently gotten emails to claim your handle. It's only because it's brand new. So YouTube just really rolled it out, and they're making anybody who's got a channel aware that they can get a handle. Okay. I think that's it. Okay.
Randi, thank you so very much, and thanks to Grow with Google as well. I'm gonna do it in Durham, Grow It with Google. No, it's Grow with Google. Putting more words into everybody's mouths. Everybody who's been here, I know there were lots and lots of questions, so I hope that you enjoyed it. As mentioned at the beginning, it is a recorded video, so subscribe to our channel and you'll receive the notification once we've uploaded it, which will happen in a few, I'm hoping in the next week or so. So be safe out there. We actually got snow today, Randy. I don't know what it's like in Maryland, but
enjoy it. It's cold, but no snow. No snow. And again, I will send you guys this, not all the participants, but I'll send Patrice the slides, and you're welcome to share it as well. Somebody's in Florida. All right, there we go. Super.
Thank you again, Randy.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.